welcome back everybody. So, an impromptu video that had to be made because we finally have sealed population reports are finally published on the WATA website. Go in, pick your console, let's just start over at the NES, filter by the fullest. All you have to do is let your mouse drag over the total and boom! Look at that. Today's video is just going to be a really quick look at this data, give you some initial thoughts and what I think this might do to the market. In the next couple of weeks though, there will be in-depth videos coming about the seal report analysis. Remember the in-depth videos I did about the box grades? You can expect something similar for the seal grades. Shout out to every single Patreon who helps support the channel as well as the YouTube members. I can't do it without you guys, and hit the like button to help out the video. Let's just start with NES here because the first thing I noticed was, wow, there simply aren't many A++s that are being given out. Super Mario Bros. 3 for instance, we have 291 total graded games, we have only 14 A++. Super Mario Bros. We have 1 A++, and if you open up the data here, that A++ belongs to the frickin' gloss sticker copy, so we don't even have an actual sealed cellophane A++ Super Mario Bros. That's insane. The Legend of Zelda, again, 164 copies graded, 1 A++ copy. Super Mario Bros. 2, exact same story, 143 total graded, 2 A++. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, doesn't even have an A++ seal. It isn't until you get into the games that are truly case-fresh copies, well, even Friday the 13th only has 10% of all copies with an A++. Wario's Woods here, which is truly like a case-fresh game, has 83 total graded with 26 A++. That's like a 30% right there on Wario. As far as NES is concerned, A++ is pretty stingy from what I'm seeing on early looks. Over on the Super Nintendo Pop Report, we do have one of the highest percentages of A++ seals that's probably going to exist across all of the population reports on Player's Choice F-Zero. Extremely case fresh available, and of the 193 copies, 135 of them have gotten A++. That's like a 70% right there. So on this game, case fresh, they are willing to give out the A++s. Moving down to the very next game on here, A Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, we have 16 A++s, which is like, damn, that's actually not that bad. Until you open it up and you go to the Black Label copy, which has 0 A++. And this is one of the craziest trends I'm seeing here is on these very popular big games. Here's Super Mario World, for instance. There are, again, no A++s on this pop report. Super Mario Kart, Black Label, we have 1 A++ out of 26 Black Label Super Mario Karts. A++ appearing on the big sought-after titles is actually a lot less common than I thought it was going to be. Over on N64 is where we finally start seeing more A++s appear, which I assume is because more of these games were also available in case packs. Case packs existed for many more years, so I think it makes sense that once we get to the N64 era of games, the A++ becomes a bit more common. On Ocarina of Time, for example, out of 200 copies, a quarter of them are A++. And it's not just the Player's Choice in this instance. We have 22 A++ standard copies, we have 26 A++ collector's editions. And I was wrong about F-Zero Player's Choice because Gauntlet Legends is 159 hit rate out of 197. That's like very close to 75% hit rate on the A++ on Gauntlet Legends, which again, right, super case pack available, so it makes sense, but also funny to see when some games literally don't have a single one that exists. And then the next level of this data, rather than just looking at the totals, is you can start looking at the 9.8s and seeing just how special they are. So on Majora's Mask Collector's Edition, you can be like, oh, there are 4 9.8s and all 4 of them are indeed A++. But then if you go to a game like Pokemon Snap here, on the 9.8s, there are no A++s. On the 9.6, there are no A++s. You don't get an A++ until you go down to 9.4. If we go over to PS1 though, where we start dealing with hard cases instead of cardboard, this is where I thought it got super interesting. So if we just go Final Fantasy VII, right? We have 127 total copies, only 6 are A++. So then we can open up FF7 here, and in the first print, Realistic Violence, we have 0 A++ copies. And then even over here in the Masterpiece misprint, probably the most common print of this game, of the 10 9.8s that exist, there's only 3 A++ copies. So in essence, there's actually only 3 perfect copies despite being 10 9.8. And that's where I think the market is going to see a lot of maturing and in how people perceive these 9.8 A++ plus copies. If we want to draw the parallel to cards, your 9.8A plus could be the 9.5, where your 9.8A plus plus is the PSA 10 copy. And then of course the WATA 10 would be your black label or whatever you want to say about it. But the gap between a BGS 9.5 and a PSA 10 can be pretty considerable over in the card world, despite the two grades essentially being the exact same thing in essence. All of us know stories of people just cracking out the same card, submitting it, and getting a different grade. And I think there are going to be a lot of arguments of, oh, should we care about the seal grade? A++ versus A+, who cares? It's just the wrap that protects the game. It's the box that matters. It's the 9.8 that matters. I don't like it when people act like the seal condition is irrelevant, or A versus A+, it makes no difference at all, which I get it. Sometimes the lines between those grades are frickin' blurry. But at the same exact time, if the seal truly doesn't matter, just go collect CIB games. The seal obviously matters, and I think even if you're on the side of the fence where, it doesn't really matter, I don't care about it, you probably should care about it, because depending on how large this market gets, depending on how widespread, how much it adopts, the difference on the label will make the difference in the price. We see it in sports cards, you see it in comics, you see it in every other grading community. If the label says the item is in better condition, the price will also follow. I don't know if this is going to be a 1.5 premium, a 3x, a 5x, that I don't know. It's probably going to be very game dependent, very console dependent, but there will be a shift towards people putting way more emphasis on the seal grades now that we can actually differentiate them on the pop report. At least that's what I think. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Thank you for checking out this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.